Hey everybody, looks like I'm live here. I wasn't expecting to be live so early. No, I'm just kidding. I pressed the live button so I know when I was going to be live. But anyway, just saying hi over here finalizing a video. I got to keep an eye on this because the power is going down on the computer, so I may have to plug it in to my inverter and recharge the computer, so I don't want it to die. But anyway, I got some travel plans. Unfortunately, I'll have to leave Florida soon. Let me know if the noise from the fan is too much, because I'll turn it down. It's a little hot. It's 76 outside, but it's 83 in here. So let me just go here real quick, and so I can. How do I do this? Okay, 1 second. I gotta go on this phone so I can see the comments. I'm gonna shut this guy up. Actually, maybe I should have to lead him. I'll just shut him up. And here's the chat. I gotta keep touching the computer. Hi everybody. So I got some traveling plans. Unfortunately, I have to leave Florida soon. The videos, Lidia's camper videos, the solar repair, refix should be redone because everything was, maybe I couldn't finish. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, you're gonna have to see those videos. Those will be coming, and then I have videos of stuff that I did to my van. I did a whole bunch of new stuff with the batteries and all that stuff. So I got stuff. You'll have to see that. That'll be coming afterwards. But in real life, I have to go back to work, unfortunately. So here are my travel plans. In the next few days, I'll be leaving Florida, and I'm going to cut into Alabama. Then I'm going to go into Tennessee, Kentucky, and then probably to Ohio or Pennsylvania. Probably not Ohio. Pennsylvania, or maybe not even Pennsylvania, maybe New Jersey, because I need Timmy's. Unfortunately, I ran out of Timmy's, and darn it. And I gotta go, I gotta make a beeline, kind of like a beeline, a zigzag to New Jersey to resupply on Timmy's. Very important. There's no channel without Timmy's, so I have to go there and resupply. But anyway, anybody along the way, be it Alabama, I'm not going to go at West Alabama. I'm going to cut somewhere around the eastern side of Alabama. And so probably the eastern side of Tennessee, and the same thing with Kentucky. And oh, and West Virginia. I'm going to go to West Virginia and then cut somewhere to New Jersey along the way. So if you are along that route, just go on my Facebook, on Rollingearthship Facebook, and just let me know if you want to meet, and I'll be glad to stop and say hi. Can't have a cup of Timmy's because I don't have any, but I guess we could figure that out. Let me just read the comments real quick. Ken K, are you going back to Florida when you are done? When I'm done with work? Yeah. Me and Lidia, we plan on going to the RTR maybe next year. It all depends on a lot of factors with her family and stuff. But that's the preliminary plans. But then again, we had those plans for this year and it didn't happen. So family comes first, and we'll have to wait and see what happens next year. Hi Sandra, Lloyd. I'm up late because Lloyd, I'm finalizing my video on a computer for maybe tomorrow, because probably, I don't know if I'm going to have good service the next few days, so I want to have this done. I think I'm going to have to plug it in. I'm at 10%, and I'm only at 64% done, 10% power, so it's going to be dying pretty soon. But I'm at 12.9, so I have plenty of power. What part of Tennessee? Probably the eastern part of Tennessee. Let me go back to the map here. Probably somewhere along the eastern side. Well, actually no. I'm not sure. You know, I want to go through Kentucky. So whatever route takes me, probably I'm gonna go through Atlanta. I've never been to Atlanta, so I'll probably be going through Atlanta. Maybe I'll even go to Chattanooga, Tennessee, and then cut through Knoxville, and then go into Kentucky, somewhere on 75 maybe. So kind of like the eastern side of, what was the question again? I forget. The Tennessee. Yeah, probably like somewhere close to the eastern part of Tennessee. Tony, you were working at the near the airport, Philadelphia airport, right? Um, yeah, if I'd love to meet up. I know we missed when I was coming down, but if you are near the what is that called? Where they have the Philly cheeseburgers, the two places I forget. I was there. Tony's, not Tony's. I forget. Tino's, Lindo, I forget. But anyway, we can go there if you're near that place. If not, we'll just meet somewhere else. Why don't I get my Timmy's online? For once, it's twice as expensive as when I bought in the store. And two, I had a very bad experience once where somehow it didn't quite taste the same. Tasted a little bit different. I don't know why. I can't tell you why. So I'm gonna have to plug this in. 1 second, folks. I was avoiding plugging it in, but I'm gonna have to. So just give me a second. So yeah, it's twice as expensive, and the taste too. So that's why I haven't bought it online. But I don't have power. I don't have. What happened? Why don't I have power here? The light is on. What happened? My computer is dying. I'm doing it live, and I got no power. Oh, here we go. I'm like, Lou, you just worked on your van and you have no power? That'll be funny. But I'm not going to tell you exactly what I did. I just did a whole bunch of new stuff, and you'll have to wait for those videos. I actually did most of that stuff before I did Lydia's, or almost did Lydia's camper, or maybe I didn't finish Lydia's. I can't tell you what happened, but you'll have to watch that. But I did my van first, but then I decided to do her videos first, so you won't be able to tell much of a difference. Actually, it was Spielberger's idea. I had nothing to do with it. All right, I'm plugged in. I'm still at 12.9. So, back to the questions here. I'm stuck. Anyway, where was I? Questions. No, stop. What did I do? I pressed on somebody's video. No, stop. I can't stop. It's my video. I can't stop it. What's going on with this? Nothing works. I can't stop it. It won't stop. I can't slide this phone. What's going on with this? It won't work. You know, when you want things to be perfect, just so nothing's gonna go wrong, then everything goes wrong, and it won't slide. I don't know what happened. I can't. I can't. Is my finger? No. What can I slide this? What can I end it? Can't do nothing. Sorry, folks. No, no, I can't see the comments properly. I don't want to be touching that phone. Unbelievable. It does not. It does nothing. I click on there. It does nothing. It does. Oh, it's trying to play, but oh, maybe it's the service. There we go. Come on, be quiet there. I can't. It's unbelievable. I'm sorry. it won't work. I don't know what's wrong with my iPhone 6, but it's getting sluggish, slow, demented. I don't know. It's just it won't want to work properly. It would all of a sudden now I can't do nothing. I can't even go back to. Nope, it's doing its own thing. Anyway, time for a new one. Rinse it off in water. Oh, that is a great idea. Where's my water thing? Tomorrow morning, that's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to rinse it off in water. I actually could do that with my 7. I can rinse it off in water and it doesn't matter. It's waterproof. But this one is not. This one will die a slow death or a very fast death if I do that. It's just I'm going to turn it off and then I turn it back on. I love my iPhones, but I can't even turn this thing off. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Is it me? Something with... I'm not electrified enough? Should I touch this 110 power and zap myself? I don't know. I can't even turn this thing off. Look at this. Can you see that? Oh! It came back. Come on, here we go. So trying to turn the power off, it won't even do it. What's going on with this phone? Turn off. Let's see if Siri understands me. Nope. Let's see if Siri is it. Hey Siri, can you turn yourself off?
Sorry, but I'm not able to change that setting.
Siri, can you turn this phone off?
I don't know what you mean by, Siri, can you turn this phone off?
Can you turn my phone off?
Sorry, but I'm not able to change that setting.
Well, thank you anyway.
Why? Thanks, Luis.
Don't mention it. Well, at least you can still talk. Not much of a help though, but anyway, I can't really read the comments. I know there's some comments there. I can't really read them. I don't want to be on here too long because it's 12:06 and I'm just waiting for my video to upload. I just want to mention my travel plans. Like I said, any of you along the way that wants to meet up and say hi and not have Timmy's, just call my Facebook and just let me know that you want to do that. Tell me where you are. I'm not going to leave Florida for the next 4 days or so. So this way I'll have a little bit of head start to to let you know more or less where I'm going. So that's about it. Unfortunately, work calls, I don't want to, but I have to. I have obligations. I can't just sit here and tell you that my engine needs repair and I need donations and get a whole bunch of money to fix stuff that I don't have broken, and then just continue traveling. I can't do that because I have obligations, and I have to meet those obligations. I have to work my full-time job for about 8 months, and then come December, oh, my video finalized. Oh, great. Okay, now just wait there for a second. But I'll work for 8 months, and then time will go by fast, and then I'll have another 4 months or so off where I maybe be able to go out west this coming year. Next time around when I come down south or go out west. So uh, my screen's just not working. I don't know why. I give up on this. I apologize. I cannot read the comments that you have there before because I don't want to scroll through this, but I'm going to try to read these. Yeah, I know. I can hold the right button, Sandra, but and I can do a hard setting, whatever it's called, by pressing this button and the home button, but I don't want to do that because sometimes that can get your phone stuck, and I don't want to do that. So I don't know why all of a sudden, maybe if I unplug it. Oh, here we go. It was because I had it plugged in. Huh. I think I have a problem with the battery because I charged this phone this morning. I didn't use it one bit, and when I came back I was at 53%. So that's not normal. Either I have some apps running in the background or the battery may have a problem, and the batteries are not very expensive to replace, so that could be the problem. I'll take care of that. And I just turned it off, so maybe once I turn it back on I'll be able to go through the comments and maybe answer some more specific ones that I can't see over here. This one, Jerry, this one is not an iPhone. This is a real iPhone. Maybe you use an iPhone, but this one is not an iPhone. This is a real, genuine iPhone. I love iPhones. I think I've said this before, I was never a Mac person. I remember, what was it, in the early 80s, mid 80s, my cousin lived up there in New Jersey, and I used to go to his house, and he had a computer. He had the little tiny Mac, right? And you had to put the code in there, and everything was the code, and then stuff would appear on the screen. But I was never a Mac person. I never liked the early Mac computers. I was never into that. But the first time I saw an iPhone, it was the iPhone 3, I believe. And the guy at work had one, and I'm like, oh, that's cool, because they had the whole screen was a phone. So I'm like, oh, that's nice. And he says, well, it works just like a computer. Try it. So I tried it. I'm like, wow, you can zoom in and out, and you click, and it responds like a computer. I was hooked on the iPhone. So, and now I have a Mac. I just got tired of PCs, so I got a Mac. I can't. Well, something to do with the charging. When it's charging, it's not responding. Huh. That is very strange. Very. Why is that? I wonder if I plug it into my computer. if it does the same thing. Okay, so here, click here. Okay, come on. It's giving me the same problems. Okay, so it's not with my electrical system, because that would be strange all of a sudden. It's something with the phone itself. Okay, I can see the comments back again. So let's start from the end. Love androids. Sorry, Lisa. Androids don't. They don't. Maybe they're made of rock, but they don't rock. Come on. Thank you, Kathy. Kathy sends some love. Yeah, I love the Apple products. And I did a video a while ago where I happened I happened to be at a mall, and the Apple store was completely full with people. There were lines for everything, and then on a second level, right above the Apple store, was a Windows store, completely empty. Had like maybe half a dozen workers standing around, and the store was completely empty. And from my experience, that happens not only here in Florida, but in New Jersey. Whenever I go somewhere where there's an Apple store, you see somewhere nearby a Windows store, and they're empty. I don't know what they're selling, but they're empty. So people are speaking with their wallets. I know I have an update on this phone, but I'm avoiding updating it because with the older phones, you're going to get to a point where updates are just a detriment. They can't they can't handle it anymore. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should do an update. Maybe that's what it needs. No, Mike. Nobody's buying it. That's the thing. You do your own experiment. You are watching me. Don't take my word for it. You don't know me from squat. Maybe you know squat, but you don't know me. Just do it yourself. Go to a mall where they have an Apple store and a Windows store, and then just walk around and see what happens. Apple store will be filled with people. The Windows store will be empty. Why? Nobody wants Windows. I got so fed up with Windows. I've had Windows for years and years, and I swear, once my computer started going, that I would not buy Windows again. I would go to Mac. So that's what I did. I spoke with my wallet. Hey, Randy. Thank you, Randy. What other comments do I have? Well, I'll try North Star Great Dane. Says Atlantica. Atlantica. Maybe they found Atlantica. But anyway, Atlanta traffic is wicked. Well, it's probably like New York traffic. Can it be worse? I don't know. But if I go to Atlanta, I'll probably try to go in there. I'll try to figure out some places where I can see real quick because I don't have a lot of time. But I've never been through there, so it's an experience. I'll be going through there, and I'll try to go when there's less traffic. I'm sure they have a rush hour like New York, New Jersey. So after rush hour, let's say after 9 o'clock, maybe between 10 and 1 o'clock, I could go in there and see some stuff real quick. So yeah. My port isn't worn out. Jerry Vanderhoof says that his androids are doing the same thing, and it could be the port that's worn out. I don't, it looks fine. When I put this in there, I don't feel any wobbling. I don't feel anything. It could be those connections itself. I don't know. I'll have to open one up and do some inspections and see what's in there. I'm sure I can fix it. Pretty sure. Maybe not. But anyway, go to settings. I know. I have an update on the phone. I'll probably should do that. Yeah, I think the battery running old. It could be that the battery itself needs to be replaced. Lydia had that problem on her iPhone. She replaced the battery last year and it works fine. The battery was draining really quick. So this phone, I've had it for a couple of years probably, and Bob just said something. I can't comment on your live chat. Why not, Bob? Why can't you comment on my live chat? Everybody else is commenting on my live chat. But anyway, this phone has filmed a lot of stuff. It was with this phone. Before I had this phone, I was filming with the 5S or the 5, and I only had 32 gigabytes on it, and it was full. I couldn't continue doing stuff that I was doing and filming, so I got this phone with 64 gigabytes, which I thought, wow, I'm going to double my gigabyteage. That's my own word, gigabyteage, and I should be fine. Well, I wasn't, and my instinct at the time was to go with 128. But I'm like, that's probably too much, not $100. Well, I needed that 128. Actually, I needed more than that. And you can never have enough gigabyte-ish. But this phone filmed my West Coast trip. That's how I filmed my westward-bound trip that I did. This is what I used to film. I didn't have this camera yet. So I filmed with this phone, and then I got the 7, and I started filming with the 7, and then I got this. So this is what I film mostly with. Once in a while I still use the phones because they're just convenient and they have a very good camera. But you can't compare that lens with this lens. It's just you can't compare. And this mic, this is it's dead, by the way. It doesn't bite. But you can't compare that mic with mic in here. So that's what I film with now. Most of the time. Almost 100% of the time. No, I can't say almost 100%. Sometimes the phone is useful. So, what kind of camera is it? It's a Canon SLR, the Rebel Rebel 2 the Rebel, the SL2 Rebel, right? I think I'm saying it right. Right? SL2. It's in here somewhere. Nope. But I know it's the Rebel. I think it's, yeah, it's the EOS SL2. I was saying it right. So I wanted to get the 80D, Canon 80D, but the Canon 80D is twice the size of this one, twice the weight. So I figure, and this one has basically the same features as the Canon 80D. So I figure, let me give this one a try because it's half the weight, half the size. So it's working. I already broke the mic. I put this thing in all kinds of positions, you know, and it fell a couple times. On the second time, the mount for the mic broke, but I was able to glue it back in there, and it seems to be good. So far so good, and it's holding up. I have my own engineering here. This is called a dead cat. This helps tremendously in windy situations. But the problem with these things is they don't come all the way back and cover cover. Do I try to pull it and it doesn't come? So if you know how to do it, the problem is when you have it like this. If you get any wind from behind or from the sides, it gets in here, and you might as well not have this on. So I ordered another dead cat, and even though it's already dead, I made sure I killed it again by cutting it. And then I put a little hole in the back, put the cord through it, and now I covered the back, and I have no wind noise almost whatsoever. It's very unnoticeable. I did some filming. You probably saw, if you saw the video that I did, the hurricane threat that we had, not a hurricane, but a tornado threat. Uh, I filmed outside with very high winds, and even while doing the build for the solar for Lidia, I filmed in high winds, and you can't hear the wind almost at all. It's almost non-existent. So this thing has helped tremendously. Before I had this dead cat, trying to film with a phone in windy situations would be almost a waste of time because you just can't get good sound. So with this thing, it's I give it 2 thumbs up. Let's see what we have here. Kathy, you watched the video when we went to see Christian. Yeah, Lydia was she was a crying baby. She's a mom, and moms always cry, you know. And she cried because she missed Christian, and she cried because she was sad that they were apart, and also crying for joy because he's growing up. He's in the environment that he needs, and he's growing up. So thank you very much, Georgie. I tried my best. When I began filming, I didn't. I knew what I wanted. The problem was that one, I was not used to being in front of the camera. So whenever I pressed the start button, I would be yeah, kind of like that. There were a lot of ahs and ums and stuff like that. So, but as time progressed, I got more and more used to the camera. The editing part is a little bit different because I knew what I wanted. I just didn't have the software to do it. I was doing my editing on a phone, and I was not using iMovie. I thought iMovie was stupid, and I was using a different app. And just to give you an idea, if I had a 5-minute clip and I wanted to trim just the ends, the beginning and the end of that clip, the beginning was easy. I could do it really quick. But if I wanted to trim the end, right, I would trim it. I would have to look more or less where I wanted to trim, looking visually at the timeline. Then if I wanted to see if I trimmed it in the right place, I would have to play the whole 5-minute clip. The thing would not let me go forward. I would have to watch the whole 5 minutes, and then if I clipped it in the wrong place, guess what? I would have to try to readjust, watch the whole thing again. I spent hours editing clips, and I couldn't cut as much because it would take me forever to do that. Then I finally I did 2 10-minute videos. It was actually a 20-minute video that I was going to cut in two, and the thing, when I did the first one, it froze, and it froze my video. It didn't save it. It didn't do nothing, and I said, you know what? Forget this thing. I went to iMovie, and that was the best thing I ever did. iMovie on the phone was a breeze to edit, and that's when I started to be able to edit a little bit better and faster and do more cuts. And then And then I bought the computer and I tried editing with the iMovie in there, and I'm like, you know what? This thing is stupid. I can't do it. I'm used to the phone. So for a few months, I didn't do nothing with the computer because I thought it was stupid. Then I finally got on the computer and started editing, learned the software because it's a little bit different than the phone. And once I did, I loved it, and never went back to the phone. I just, I could put music in there, which I couldn't do before because of the phone. I thought it was more complicated. So I went to iMovie. It was wonderful. A few months ago, I changed to Final Cut Pro, and in the beginning, it was very frustrating because I wasn't familiar with the program. But I kept trying it out, and now I love it. I don't even go back to iMovie, only if I really have to. But yeah, so that's question. Everybody progresses, everybody learns new techniques and improves on old techniques. So I just do the best I can, and if people like it, it's fine. If somebody doesn't like it, I can't do anything about it. Go to sleep. Amy has a 70D and loves it. Good for you, Amy. I think the 80D is a little bit more advanced, slightly, so that's why I want to go with the 80D. But maybe soon. I like to have two cameras that I can work with a little bit more. Not when I say I mean Spielberger. Everybody knows that. I don't hold cameras. It's too demeaning for me. I'm just the face in front of the camera. Spielberger is the director and the cameraman and stuff like that. I don't do those things. Uh, so yeah, how long have I been on? 37 minutes. Okay, it's long enough. It's 12:30 in the morning over here in Florida. So everybody have a good night or a good morning, as in this case, because I have to go to sleep. If I'm not up early tomorrow, Lydia is going to, you know. So I better set my alarm and be up early, and go to my Facebook and tell me if you want to say hi as I travel through Alabama, eastern Alabama, Tennessee, the eastern section, eastern half maybe of Tennessee, and what else? What else did I say? Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, and West Virginia. Never been through these states. Never been to Alabama. Never been to Tennessee. Never been to Kentucky. Never been to West Virginia. So this is all the first. First time doing this. First time seeing new states. And Rollingearthship Facebook. Yes. I have a Facebook page called Rollingearthship. The link, if you go to one of my videos, the link is below the video. If you go to the video description, go in there. There's a link. Click on that, and you go to my Facebook page, Rollingearthship. If I was on the sea, it would be the floating sea ship. Because I'm on land, it's the rolling Earthship. I guess if I was on the sea, it could be also the rolling sea ship. So that could work. But so anyway, take the Blue Ridge Parkway. Well, I don't know if I can due to the route that I'm taking, but maybe a different time. I know Lydia would like to take that too, but one thing at a time. I can't do all. I don't have a lot of time either because I gotta go out. So all right, everybody, I'm gonna say goodnight because it's getting late, and thank you for watching. And again, go to the Facebook page and tell me you want to say hi. If not, that's fine. I'm not going to be offended by it. And yeah, so I still have to put this video, get it ready for uploading. Maybe you'll see it tomorrow. Maybe you'll see it. What's tomorrow? Today's Sunday? No, today's Monday. So maybe you'll see it today or tomorrow. I don't know. But anyway, Everybody have a good night, and wherever you are, and thank you for joining me again. Now I have to turn this off. This was your awkward part. Turning turning it off. Here we go. Am I off yet? Oh, I think I'm off. Cool. All right. So, oh, I got you, didn't I? You thought I was off. Okay. Now it's gonna be off. Good night, everybody.